Hey, good morning, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I hope you're doing well. We are now live, and it's a little bit later than 5 a.m., but it is what it is. Anyway, so today I want to talk about having a mess in the backlog. I got a friend of mine who passed recently. His son gave me all his models. I said, "Oh, my son would love it." Of course, my 9-year-old son would love to play with these models, but what can I really do with them? So right now, my entire office behind the camera is a total mess, total sh double whatever show. Um, really a mess, and that is preventing me from getting my stuff done. And in fact, I'm a little embarrassed by my backlog of stuff that I have to get done and how much is there. So I want to talk about product ownership, getting a backlog held by a previous team. What do you do? A little embarrassed, don't want to help because it's just a mess. So we'll talk about that a little bit in this show. And it's okay. As I said, mine is a mess, right? Question is how you dig yourself out of it. So anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And since we got late, we got our cup here, coffee. I should drink some coffee. I need some coffee. I'll drink some a little bit. But you don't want to drink coffee and do a show, live show, because if you drink the coffee wrong, it's just going to go bad. Anyway, we do the show at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show so that you can bring value to your customer without working crazy hours, get home to family and friends, have a little fun, and enjoy what we do because it is fun building things that people can enjoy and use. So with that, I'm going to talk a couple of little things about this whole model thing. So he has given me this thing is huge. This thing, if you see me, it's almost as big as me, right? And he gave four of them or three of them, some smaller ones, a bunch of ships, some steam ships, just stuff that part of it's for the museum too. Like here's a little. I think I showed this before. Here's a little steamboat that I'm going to put in the museum, just because it's a steamboat or steamship and it looks cute. And it was his. I want to make sure he gets credit for all the stuff he put together as he was putting things together. Anyway, so we got lots of stuff in the backlog. Just envision your backlog, like if you're using Jira or Azure or anything like that, lower backlog, just full of stuff, old stuff. Stuff's been around for years, and I gotta clean it up. It's just like the real world. You come on as a product owner or scrum master to a new team, and you see there's like a ton of old stuff in the backlog. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? There's tons of stuff in here. It's a mess. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what to do. And not to say they didn't try. I'm not taking away from that. It's just sometimes it gets out of hand. Like my son. You have product owners, you have teams. Oh yeah, we can do that. My son. Oh yeah, Dad, I want that. I could take that model. Yeah, I want that model. Okay, it hasn't gone into your room yet. When is it going into your room? You need to clean your room, make room for the model, right? So you have to think about that, right? There's a good intent in what's going on, and sometimes you have to figure out what you want to do, what you're going to keep, what has value, what doesn't have value, what you would like to display, what you don't. Maybe you rotate displays around every once in a while. That's a key because I'll tell you, some of these displays are dusty, and I'm like, you don't want to have too much of a backlog because you want to rotate it around. One of the things in this old backlog, and one of the things that came up, I probably could do a whole show on it, but I'm just going to include this one. Some of the models are broken, okay, and they're old, and you have to have a real passion to fix it. A lot of cases in teams, developers do not want to work on old ideas that they haven't been a part of. It's truth in nature. Like there's a nice model, half the little things are broken off of it, like the ship model here. Just imagine some of the towers all broken off. I'd throw it out because one, I'm not going to fix it. I know my son's not going to fix it. I don't think I'm going to get parts for it. I don't know the instructions for it. It's not going to get fixed. Same thing applies to some of these things in these backlog. You have to look at this stuff and say, no one's going to work on it. It's not going to fix. The customer's not really asking for it because it's been sitting there for a year. If it's been sitting for the year and the customer hasn't really asked for it, does it really need to be done? The answer is no. And you have to be able to make that call. I mean, I feel bad because he did pass and it was hitting us things. But you know what? I have to grow up and make the call. I can't be the 9-year-old say, gimme, 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 which I did just to help people get through the process. And now it's my job to sort through it and go through some of the stuff. Some of it's really awesome though. Okay. We're keeping it. But that's the thing you have to do with these backlogs. So like me, I'm embarrassed by my backlog of stuff in this house. As I said, there are chips like this. One day I can show you some of the chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 giant models in my office right now. There's no room in this office. So it's just like the backlog. You have to clear it out. So I just want to share that with you. It's okay, but you have to make a call. And things get older and they break and you can't fix them. You got to make a call. We're not going to work on it. Get it out of the backlog. Get rid of the clutter so that you can move on. Make room for the new stuff. If you don't get rid of the old stuff out of your backlog, the new stuff cannot come in. And it just frustrates everyone. And you have to be the grown-up parent, adult, and say, yeah, no, we're not keeping that, or we need to throw it out. It's broken. It's been too long. Make a cut and just make a decision. It's tough making the decisions, but that's what the product owner is supposed to do. And the Scrum Master is supposed to help create an environment where those decisions can be made. So I wanted to share that with you just from my own experience, just because it's brand new. And just like an Agile, every time I do something, a new topic related to how we do stuff shows up in my life. So from a personal experience, it's okay. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to feel that embarrassment. It's not okay to let it linger too long. You have to take some time and say, look, I'm not doing this other stuff. I got to clear out some of this old stuff so the new stuff can come in and we can work it. And again, with developers, they don't like working on old broken stuff that's outdated, stuff that's more than a year. I'm telling you, they're not going to want to do it. And if the customer hasn't asked for it in the past year, get rid of it. It's okay. If they want it, it'll come back. Or you can archive it. You can put it off to the side or something. But get it out of the backlog because it's not a priority to be done. So with that, I want to say happy scrumming. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Take care. See ya.